Alright guys, I get a lot of questions about my setup. So what I'm going to do is just put this little video together. The GA bulks and UE knucklehead towers, and those are OFNA LX1 rear buggy shocks. I sort of modified my own body post here just to work with my semi body that I use. Old Proline Peterbilt, I know you're jealous. Battery pack, I just strapped that on. I used the bottom of an old receiver box sort of as a plate for the bottom of the battery so it wouldn't you know, rub through and mess up the battery. I've had that happen before, so I kind of came up with that little idea there. The fuel tank is just your standard OFNA, I think it's out of a Violator or something like that. You know, transmission stock, forward only. Over here on the receiver box, there's plenty of room in there for all the wires and my on-off switch, and I got the cap off. You just do that and everything's buttoned up real nice. And back here got a nice throttle brake servo on there, high-tech servo. Same thing with the steering, nice high torque steering servo. The engine's OS21 TM. It's a dandy. It's a pretty good engine if anyone's thinking about getting one. I've got quite a few gallons on this one. It's still going strong. Back here, let's see, what do I have here is a Proline. I think that's a Proline wing if I'm not mistaken. It's been so long since I put this together. But the mount is from a Mugen Truggy. I got the Truggy mount instead of the buggy mount because it sits a little bit higher. Again, on the rear there you see the LX1 buggy shocks and the knucklehead towers. Let me just pick this up. You'll see the wing mount. It's called Die Maker Dave. Guy made these a long time ago over at UE on the forums there. It's been copied. I think this is probably a copy that I got from Billy Trucks from Scott over on eBay. You can see I don't run bumpers. Skid plates kind of work as bumpers. I put the RPM wear plates on there, and it's plenty stiff, and you know, I haven't broken a skid plate in so long. It just works like a champ. Axles there are stock all the way around. Let me just turn my truck around here real quick. Just using the old school resonator exhaust pipe. This is the original one that it's got a 7mm stinger. This thing is baked on. I can't get it off, or I would show you. I don't want to rip it off because it's the only one I got. Air filters from a HPI Savage, pretty standard 8 scale. It's a good idea, go with the 8 scale air filter. The Traxxas dual stage one works fine too, along with the resonator. Get a little bit better power through there. Fuel filter. Guys, run a fuel filter. I've seen a lot of debris in the bottom of fuel tanks. Usually gets in there when you're filling them up. You think, well, how's debris going to get into my fuel line? Well, it does when you fill your tank. So that's pretty much just safety precaution there. This is one of the Big Daddy dynamite filters. It's a good choice. There's plenty others out there. Just got the pull start on there. What else am I missing? Oh, the radio. I use this one, the Futaba. It's a nice radio, you know, 2.4 gigahertz radio, so don't have to worry about interference and stuff. A lot of you guys have those already. the Traxxas brand or aftermarket. On the underside, you can kind of see I got a little bit of grass stuck in there. That's alright. Anyway, RPM arms, steel rear shaft, you know, for the drive line. That's that came with the chassis when I purchased that from Fastlane, and a servo cover under there for the steering servo. It just helps in case in some freak accident it gets dinged. I don't want to lose a $50 servo, so put that on there. I think that's about it. So I just get a lot of questions about my setup, so I just wanted to let you know, put this little video together and show you guys that. Down in there, what we're looking at here is the clutch, the clutch bell. It's an 8th scale HPI clutch bell with the the flywheel from HPI, and then I put some clutch shoes from, actually the clutch bell is Kyosho, sorry, and the flywheel and clutch shoes are from HPI. And then I just kind of adjusted that to my liking. Yeah, it works pretty well. Works a lot better than the standard 2-shoe Traxxas clutch, in my opinion. So that's about all there is to it. The tires are Traxxas tires, the Sport Trax. Those are my RPM wheels. They work pretty well. I like that setup. It's a real good setup. So that's about it. If you guys have any questions now regarding the setup, I think this video ought to cover it. And thanks for taking a peek at my truck.